We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Yes. So, to all of us who are not familiar with us, we are the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show, and we have our own show here on YouTube, and we are basically a dynamic mother-daughter duo, and we basically talk about all things love, life, relationships, and pop culture as well. So today, in honor of Mother's Day, we are going to be doing a Mother's Day tag. All right. So you ready to get started, Mom?
Yep. Our very first video was a Mother's Day, was a mother's tag, mother and daughter's tag.
Mother and daughter tag. It wasn't a Mother's Day tag, but a mother and daughter's tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we thought we would do one
For Mother's Day.
in honor of Mother's Day too.
Yes. All right. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So question number 1. All right. How old were you when you had your first child, i.e. me?
I was 26.
Okay. What was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months with me?
The anticipation of meeting you, wanting to know who you would look like or what you would be like. I was just excited.
Okay. Yeah. I came out beautiful, so yeah. Don't show out in front of the camera. Don't do that. All right. Question number 3. Can you think of any good things you enjoyed during those 9 months being pregnant with me?
Eating
Eating. What was your favorite thing to eat?
liver and rice and gravy.
Liver and rice and gravy.
You see your liver spot? Where is it at?
Right here, my birthmark.
Your birth spot. Yeah, it's the liver spot.
Okay. All right. Next question. In your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off?
Accurate.
Okay. Excruciating pain. Did you
Very
have an
painful.
epidural?
I had an epidural,
How long were you in labor?
and then I went into labor on my own, so it was like double pain. 12 hours.
12 hours. Okay. Next question. Would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it?
I probably would have. I probably wouldn't have did the epidural, and I probably wouldn't have had all of the pain medication that I had, because you kind of came out kind of like you was like this when you came out. Ooh.
So you would do it a natural birth?
I probably would have tried natural birth.
Okay. What would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby? You know, I got some friends who are getting ready to have a baby.
Really?
I do. So what advice would you give
Just
to a young lady?
just to enjoy the journey. Motherhood is wonderful. It's great. You know, it's happy moments. It's some sad moments, because I think you grew up so fast. I blinked my eyes. By the time you was in middle school, you was out of high school. So I think that enjoy every second, every learning moment, every growth moment, every challenge of being a mother, and just count it all joy. It's just a process. It gets better. I know you were sickly when you were young. You were real sickly. And I thought like, oh, she's always sick. And someone told me, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. This is just one time, process that they go through. And sure enough, it got better. The older you got, you never got sick. So it's just the process that you go through.
Okay. My next question. What is the hardest part about being a mom in your opinion?
Letting go. I think when I didn't have to pick you up anymore and you start driving, and I didn't have to pick you up anymore from school, or you didn't need me anymore, it's like, okay, so what do I do with myself now? I don't have to pick her up. I don't have to take her anywhere. She's driving now, although I'm feeling some anxiety because she's driving, but what do I do with myself now? My whole world was wrapped around you, so what do I do?
So you had to find yourself
I had to find myself again.
Okay. What would you say is the most rewarding thing about being a mother?
When you achieve excellence. I mean, when you just go beyond excellence, like with your schooling. Was proud of that, path you've taken with your education. That's very rewarding to know that, I always say you are my greatest asset that keeps paying off. So it makes me feel good that I deposited in you and now you're paying off.
Mm-hmm. So what was the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mother?
I guess it would be not able to let you be who you were gonna be. Not being able to say, okay, I need to let her experience life. Let her, I can't go through the experience for her because I always wanted to protect you from life. If I could protect you from all the hurt and heartache, I would do it. But I think that was the hardest thing. Okay, I don't want you to be heartbroken. I don't want your feelings to be hurt. I don't want you to experience any of that. I want to experience that for you. And I think that was the hardest thing for me to say, okay, she has to go through this process called life for herself.
Mm-hmm. What was the best memory you had from my childhood?
When you got potty trained and I ain't have to buy no more pull-ups.
Okay. What was the most exciting milestone being a mother?
When you finish college,
okay.
Undergrad.
And in your opinion, what's the worst thing that you think I've ever done growing up?
The day I picked you up from pre-K. And the pre-K teacher told me you was dancing on top of the table.
Oh, in kindergarten, I was getting it. I was twerking before twerking was twerking, y'all.
Yeah, I picked Samantha up, and the lady said,
Twerk team
and
ain't got
I
nothing on
remind you, I had just been working all day, 8 hours, and the lady said, at that time I was Miss Jefferson, and she said, Miss Jefferson, Samantha was dancing on top of the table with so-and-so and so-and-so. I said, who, my Samantha?
I think her name was Davisha.
Don't call the little girl name.
She probably ain't watching this. If she is, hey girl, hey. Hope you doing well.
I said, not my Samantha? She said, yeah, you're Samantha. She was dancing on top of the table. I say, really? I said, oh, I am so sorry, Miss Williams. So I think that, you got a 4-year-old that's dancing on top of the table. You pick her up from pre-K? Really? So, and you got the pre-K teacher looking at you like, so that was the first time Samantha and I had a conversation about being a leader and not a follower.
Okay.
But that was our conversation that we had that day, and I didn't have any problem out of her dancing on top of no more tables.
Okay. What habit do you wish I didn't have?
I guess you have a habit of going off into your own little space and sometimes not letting people in. Going into your own little world.
Okay.
And I think that's because you're the only child. I think that's the only child thing.
What habit of mine makes you proud?
That you're outspoken. That you're very opinionated. And that's one of the things that I didn't try to damper, didn't try to take away from you when you was little. You've always been like that. Strong personality, very opinionated. Don't have a problem telling you you don't have a problem telling anybody how you feel. But the good thing about it is you know how to do it tactfully. You're not disrespectful with it, and you're very poised with it. So.
What similarities do you think we share, whether it be like physically or personality? We already know we look alike, so we're gonna skip that one.
I think we share. We like our space. I think we both like our space. We share that a lot. We like the finer things in life.
Oh, absolutely.
We both like that. So I'd say that's it.
Okay. Where would you like for me to be in 10 years? Whether it's like personal, career-wise, professionally,
In
spiritually,
10 years,
wherever?
I would like for you to be married to someone that's worthy of your love, that treats you like the woman you deserve to be treated, that provides for you, that protects you, that you feel secure with, and you have babies, and you turn out to be the loving mom that I am to you, and all that wonderful stuff.
Okay. What is something that having me has taught you? Or what has having me taught you? That's a better way to rephrase it.
That you, no matter what, you have to keep going. You can't quit. I learned that no matter what. I think if it would have just been me, I probably would a lot of times given up. But when you have a little person looking at you that's counting on you for shelter, for food, for clothes, you motivated me. Because I knew you were dependent on me for everything. So that motivated me to get out there and get it, to have a better life, to provide for you, to make sure that you grew up in a neighborhood where you could have friends and have stability. So I think that you motivated me to go higher and higher and achieve and not give up.
All right. Well, you motivate me, Mom. You just finished your MBA, and I'm so proud of you. So you motivate me. So that's awesome. My next question: did you imagine that you'd be a mom at the age you became a mom? Like, did you always think that you'd be a mom around 25, 26? When did you originally plan or think you wanted to start?
You were definitely playing. You was not a mistake, and I've always told you that.
Hashtag not a oops, baby. I mean, no offense
No,
to
you
y'all.
wasn't a oops,
Sorry.
baby. Samantha was definitely a planned baby. I was on birth control, and I got off birth control, and I got pregnant. It wasn't a long period of time after getting off birth control, but she was definitely a planned child. She was wanted, and she was loved in the womb. She had a name. When I was 4 or 5 months pregnant, her daddy loved her, good father. But she wasn't a plan. She wasn't a mistake. She was a planned baby.
How would you describe me in one sentence?
Determined. You're determined to accomplish and to succeed whatever you put your mind to, you're going to do it.
Okay, thank you. How have you changed as a person since becoming a mom? I think you kind of touched on that a little earlier about you were more like persistent, not giving up.
Not giving up. More focused. You made me more focused. You made me more goal-oriented. I set goals for us. Being a divorced mother, I had to set goals. I had to stay focused. To make sure that I provided a stable home and a good lifestyle for you. My main concern was that you had a good lifestyle, that you had everything that you needed and some of the things that you wanted. Because I wanted you to do better than me. I think each generation should do better than the next. And I wanted you to be able to do better than what I did. And at this point in your life, at your age, you have accomplished more than what I had accomplished at your age. So I succeeded in that goal.
Okay, awesome. Well, that concludes our Mother's Day tag questions. Anything else that you want to say, Mom?
Nope, I just want to say that my greatest accomplishment is being a mother. That's one of the things that I pride myself on, is being a mother. All the mothers out there, remember that you are the advocate for your child. Your child needs you. Keep a line of communication open. Kids go through different stages and different phases. It too shall pass. Sometimes don't compare. If you got more than one child, don't compare your children to one another, because
Don't tear them down.
Don't tear them down. Each child is different. Each child grows different. Each child will go in a different direction. Each child needs to be nurtured differently. Just love them, talk to them, and ask your child, what is it that I can do? We as parents, we have the authority, but sometimes we use that authority in the wrong way. Instead of having an open conversation with your child, and saying, hey, what is it that you want to do? What goals do you have? Let's talk about them. Because sometimes what we have in mind for our children is not what they want to do. So sometimes we have to have a conversation with our kids. But I pride myself on being one of the greatest mothers.
That you are. All right, y'all. So you heard it from one of the greatest mothers ever did it.
That ever did it.
Period. Period. All right, y'all. So that concludes our Mother's Day tag video. If you guys want to give a shout out to your moms, please be sure to do so down in the comment section. Again, we are the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi Show, a dynamic mother-daughter duo where we give the perspective from both the Millennial and Generation X perspective. And on that note, we are signing out. I'm Sammy Nicole. This is Fifi. And until next time, see you later. Bye.